y'all, man, we got Loki, the final episode, man, episode 6, breakdown, Easter eggs, and then explain, spoiler review. You know what I'm saying? You didn't watch the episode 6, y'all might as well click out the video. You feel me? You know, click on the motherfucking video, and then watch that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Watch that motherfucker. And then go ahead and watch the video, you know what I'm saying, about the Easter eggs, no cat. But yeah though, man, but I wasn't expecting, you know what I'm saying, King Kong to be that funny though. He was you know, he was a funny motherfucker. But that was like, I think that version, it was a nice version of King the Conqueror, cuz they got some other versions, like he said on the episode, he got like 3 different versions, you know what I'm saying? One is like an asshole, one is, you know, woo woo. You know what I mean? Or something, woo, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But, yeah, though, man. But everybody spotted on King Conqueror. A lot of people saying Loki. I was saying Loki because, you know how Marvel is. They read from comic books, but they always flip that shit. You know what I'm saying? They flip that motherfucker. And they make it their own, you know what I'm saying, own shit. So, I thought Marvel was going to do that. But y'all was spot on, though. People that was saying King Conqueror for a minute since the series came out. You know what I'm saying, Loki came out, y'all was right. And I said that too because somebody was saying Ant-Man 3 got King the Conqueror. So I'm like, they put in King the Conqueror in Ant-Man 3, you know, they got to introduce him somehow in one of these shows, and that was Loki. You know what I mean? And that's how, that's why Spider-Man didn't come out and shit, because they wanted to look at, you know, not look at, but they wanted to finish this whole, of course I'm going to finish, but you know, they wanted to finish this whole series. You know what I'm saying? In order to realize what's going on with the multiverse. And now we know who started the multiverse is Loki. Loki is the person that started the multiverse, the madness. Loki is. You know what I mean? She Loki. She started the multiverse, and now everybody is going crazy. And at the end of the thing, they forgot that it was in that motherfucker. The whole time changed, man. They were like, hold on. Who are you? What's your name? Like, what's your number? And then you're like, huh? What? And then they show us like the King Conqueror statue changed. Like the whole 3 statues changed to one of King Conqueror. And he was right. He told the truth. He said, I'm back. He basically like Loki. You can kill him all you want. Eventually he gonna come back. You know what I mean? That's how King Conqueror is. So. But now it ain't just him, it's a different version of King the Conqueror. So it's like, shit. I don't know, man. It's deep. It's deep how it is though, man. So now, seeing this shit, we're gonna know what's going on with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And with Doctor Strange, madness of multiverse. Come on now. It's all connected. It's all connected, y'all. You know what I mean? It's all connected. So now we know who did it, who started all of this shit. It's Loki, though. But we're going to get straight to the Easter eggs, man. About to see what my boy talking about on the Easter eggs, man. You know, what he saw. And I'm going to tell you what I saw. But, yeah. Let's get it, man. But, hey. Claps to Marvels on his best, fantastic Loki show, man. They're supposed to make a season 2. Coming in January. I think they're still doing it. I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? They, you know, not going to start. No, the show ain't going to start this January, but they're going to start filming in January. So I don't know when the show going to, you know, air out. But, yeah. But, yeah. Bravo to Marvels, man, once again. And, yeah, there's been the best show ever. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, every show that comes out after that is the best show. Now, what else gonna be the best show better than Loki? It always been like that. It always been like that, man. No cat. I don't know why though, but every show that comes out is better than the other show. So whatever gonna be better than Loki. I'm telling y'all, man. But yeah, leave a like to my channel, man. And yeah, let's get it.
And boom, I just showed up, everybody started clapping, it was crazy, the world went wild, King the Conqueror was true, people's theories were right. What's wrong, man? Man, f*** you.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought too. When I first heard the episode, like the first episode, I thought that was him because they talk about the devil. I was like, oh, we got got Mephisto. I'm like, oh, he might pop up. And then when you start to go deep to it, it ain't about him. It's about time travel. It's about the multiverse. I'm like, who I think that is? I thought it was like Loki itself because I'm like, that's how Marvel like to do, like flip shit around. But then it was the whole time it's King Conqueror. So y'all got it right. Y'all got it right. The theorist is right. It's King Conqueror because, and then King Conqueror is connected with Ant-Man 3. If you know what I'm saying, y'all know Ant-Man 3 got King Conqueror. So he got to pop in some way or some form. So he popped in Loki because Loki is talking about the multiverse and shit. So y'all got it right though, man. I ain't get it right. I got it wrong. You know what I mean? I was thinking Loki. But then I started looking at other videos. I was like, well, yeah, maybe King Conqueror. But people that got it right for a minute, not even this month. I talk way back. People was talking about King Kong way back since the series started, like I told you in the beginning. So yeah, though, man.
Hey, Loki fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is
yeah, I like that green light you got going on.
Okay. Loki episode 6, the finale. Man, I did not think they were gonna do it. I was blown away. Kang the Conqueror was revealed to be behind the TVA.
The whole TVA, man.
Hey, I really thought this was gonna be a whole nother Mephisto situation, and we were getting our hopes up for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, man, they gonna probably say, they ain't gonna show him, but then they actually show his ass though.
But man, did they deliver on the reveal. So what I'm gonna do here for you guys is giving you my Loki episode 6 breakdown, pointing out Easter eggs you might have missed, detailing this finale, how it sets up the future of the MCU, as well as just my spoiler review. But I'ma also need you guys to give me your spoiler thoughts down below. How did you feel about the Loki finale? Do you think they nailed it? I honestly feel like
they did their thing.
Plus series that we've done so far, because it has just been consistently
that's
good
the Marvel,
all
man. That was
throughout
their
these
thing.
episodes. And honestly, this,
like I always say, Marvels don't miss. Let me say it again. Marvels don't miss. No cap.
Seems to be like the one that has the most impact on the future of the MCU, because man, a lot of cool stuff is coming. Alright, so we have to talk about the way that opens up. Anytime they play that Captain America Endgame music where he's holding Peggy Carter, I immediately want to start swelling up and tearing up, but they mix that in with all these different events
all the
in
characters.
The MCU. A really clever thing to do, since Loki and Sylvie are going into the center of all time where everything has and will be. This was kind of cool to symbolize that, along with a version of the Big Bang. But we find
F is for finally. It's time to go back to the movies with Fandango.
Here we go.
See what's playing now at fandango.com.
Finally have Loki and Sylvie reaching this castle, about to find out who's behind the TVA, and I'm telling you, as soon as they opened it, I was like, oh my god, do not tell me it actually was Miss Minutes, because then I will be very disappointed, because even before her face jump scared you in this episode, if you looked at the statues, you could see there was coins on their heads, and I was like, oh no.
Oh, now I see. It looked like, it was kind of like a clock.
Miss Minute did it all. But instead, Miss Minutes is there to kind of offer them an alternative before they go meet who is behind the TVA, and that is offering Loki and Sylvie the chance to live in a timeline where they get everything they wanted. Loki is given the opportunity to win in New York, get a throne, become a ruler like he's always wanted, and Sylvie, even herself, gets to live peacefully, escaping the TVA persecution, even allowing them to live in the same timeline together if they so please. Now, this is kind of interesting that they brought this up, because there are some deleted scenes that we did not get to see in this Loki finale that did show up.
Yeah, we didn't see that though. Or did we see it? We didn't see this shit. That's what a lot of people thought it was gonna be Loki. You know what I'm saying? Cause we you know what I'm saying? We thought, okay, Loki might, you know what I'm saying, it might be Loki, but we didn't see this shit. Like, a lot of people said in the comments, like, we didn't see this Loki though, like this trailer, you know what I'm saying? Cause we saw him on the trailer, but we didn't see the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
In some of the trailers, we saw a promo that appeared a couple weeks ago before the finale that gave us a look at King Loki who is living this timeline where he got the throne of Asgard, even at one point when he goes back to the first Avengers movie. But for some reason, that was all removed from this episode, and we didn't get to see any of that. I wonder what the reason for that is. Hopefully they explain later on why they had to change some stuff around. And as that conversation is ending, we go back to Ravonna Rainslayer, who is trying to dig up all the information she can about the start of the TVA, which I knew was not going to be helpful when she asked Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes instead handed her documents to better understand the true purpose of the TVA, which I think is what will eventually connect Ravonna Rainslayer to Kang the Conqueror and have them have their comic book power couple. I also do love that we find out where Ravonna Rainslayer comes from, and she was a principal at a school, and that's where that pin was from in the earlier episodes. Maybe in season 2 they'll go ahead and let us know how they pick certain people to be part of the TVA. But then cutting back to the castle, we finally get the reveal of who is behind the TVA, and oh my god,
Kang the motherfucking Conqueror.
I did not think they would actually bring in Jonathan Majors to play Kang the Conqueror in Loki, just because I really did think we were going to get Mephisto again. There was so many clues leading up to this finale that had hints of Kang the Conqueror, even just in the last episode where it showed Stark Towers being owned by Kang Enterprises, which is a company that is run by Kang the Conqueror in the comics. Plus the fact that this is a confirmed villain for Ant-Man 3, I didn't know how that was going to work out and the connection it would have to Loki. Also, if they would even introduce a villain like that in a Disney Plus series first before a movie. But man, I'm glad I was wrong, because I really do like this reveal of Jonathan Majors, and I've seen some mixed reactions online, but I also like his acting right here and his portrayal.
Yeah, he did good. Ain't gonna lie, he did good with acting though. He funny. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he did his thing though. Look at
it. Definitely gives me vibes of an old school ruler who has a lot of confidence, knows exactly what he's doing, and I think Jonathan Majors is gonna kill this role, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's supposed to be a character we're supposed to see a lot throughout the MCU. But as our heroes sit down with Jonathan Majors, Kang the Conqueror, to find out what is going on and why the TVA even started, it's some complicated stuff. The way he explains it, a long time ago in the 31st century on Earth, he discovered the multiverse, and along with that, variant versions of himself in the multiverse then created devices to where they can interact with each other. But just like most people, a lot of the variant versions of himself were not as friendly and did not want to go ahead and be peaceful with other multiverses, and instead wanted to rule them all and make sure they were the only multiverse that wouldn't someday come and take over, creating this all-out war, forcing the need for there to be a TVA so that this wouldn't happen and other variant versions wouldn't be jumping to different timelines, different versions of each other, trying to take over their lives. I like at one point in the conversation, as these minifigures are being built, we get to see them wear the classic Kang the Conqueror helmet that I was hoping to see in this episode.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna say, but he just chilling with the coat, you know what I'm saying, purple coat. Got his little time thing on his hand, you know, just chilling and shit, you know what I mean?
What this boiled down to is, without the TVA or someone to mandate the timeline, it would be all-out war chaos, and we would have so many different versions of the timeline that it would eventually lead to them fighting with each other, consuming one another, just always chaos instead of order. And the repercussions of this are actually pretty huge, not only for the sake of like Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, or even the possibility of this explaining how Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come into the MCU. No, this is Marvel's way of really doing something extremely different with the MCU, where now they have the ability to do TV shows or movies in these multiverses where they can have stuff living outside of the main MCU timeline. Things like a Marvel zombie movie that doesn't connect to the MCU, or give us a different version of Spider-Man on a variant universe, or heck, even start up another version of the MCU on a variant Earth, in the same way like in Marvel Comics you have the Ultimate Universe and you have Earth 616. And just the amount of times that Kang the Conqueror in this episode mentioned a war and all-out war, he kept saying war over and over, it really got me thinking, oh my god, that's the next huge event in the MCU. They're trying to set up Secret Wars, more specifically a Secret Wars event that happened in 2015 in Marvel Comics, where it was all these multiverses coming together, fighting to become the one and only universe. Nonetheless, this makes it extremely clear where the future of the MCU is headed, because of this right here is gonna be the pinnacle of what Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is gonna be about.
That's what I said. That's why they did. That's why ordered away to make him multi madness. She Loki got to kill him to make the timeline fuck up, you know, Marty Madness, and that's what Doctor Strange come in and somewhat fix it. You know what I mean? Somehow fix the timeline or whatever you're gonna do in the movie. I don't know, but yeah.
It's fixing this damn situation where all the timelines are going crazy and we have different versions of the MCU popping up. But I think the most interesting part of this is where Kang the Conqueror mentions that if they go ahead and kill him and get rid of him as the leader of the TVA and everything he's built, it will open the gates for all these other multiverse versions of himself to come. And he makes it very clear they are not as friendly as him. They are
that's what I was saying. It's gonna be some assholes. So kind of like Thanos. That way.
Very evil dudes that are just as powerful and just as smart, which is why I say to those people who did not like Jonathan Majors' portrayal of Kang the Conqueror in this episode, do not fear, because he's most likely going to be portrayed a little differently in the more evil version of Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, Ant-Man 3.
And I think we are going to be seeing a lot of these different versions, because now this lets me believe that the Kang the Conqueror we're going to see in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is going to be a variant version of this Kang, while we still get another variant version of Kang the Conqueror that'll be part of the Loki series in season 2, because at the end of this episode, they don't give us a post-credit scene, but they can...
I ain't see this shit though. Loki will return in season 2. I ain't see that shit though. I think I was trying to see if they did like cut, you know, cliffhanger, but I ain't see that. But we already know season 2 coming out because they said it, and plus, you know what I'm saying, I looked on YouTube record, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So I know we know.
Confirm with a little stamp that he will return for season 2. Which, on that subject, let's dive in a little bit on that ending and what happened there. So Sylvie decides that no, I've worked too hard for this. This guy has caused me a lot of pain. I am gonna kill him. I don't care what he says. I have a mission and I'm gonna go through with it, killing off this version of Kang the Conqueror that frees the timeline and lets an endless amount of multiverses start existing, some that will have very evil versions of himself. But in doing this, she kicked Loki back to the TVA, but instead what I think this did is it sent Loki to a variant timeline where we have the evil Kang the Conqueror and a Mobius and B-15 who do not know who this Loki is, cutting to him looking at a statue of Kang the Conqueror instead of the 3 timekeepers. That is also wearing his traditional look in the comics, this green and purple. But even with that ending, and as cool as it was, I feel like they didn't completely nail that. Maybe it's because this is just the way season 1 is ending and they have to set up some stuff for season 2, which I guess most shows go ahead and do that. But I still think there was a lot of questions that did not get answered in here, like why is it that they're targeting specifically Loki's other...
It was like a lot of question marks in the ending of the show. You know what I mean? It was a lot of question marks. It was like how they forgot about Loki. You know what I mean? It was a lot of shit. That's why I was like, what? Like how they, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of going on. But it was like, hey, shit, I don't know.
Other things that we're going to get answered in season 2 is like, where did Ravonna Rainslayer go? I'm definitely betting she was given documents that better explain and give her some insight into Kang the Conqueror, and she's going to go ahead and meet him. But honestly, the end of this just hyped me up for Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness, because we are going to...
Yeah, I can't wait for that next year, folks.
Going to be diving into all those branch timelines. Who knows if Loki will be involved in there somehow, if they're going to even address Kang the Conqueror. Makes me really curious to see how Ant-Man 3 is going to go down and how this all connects. But those are just my thoughts on the ending of Loki season 2. Still would have wished there was some sort of post-credit, end-credit scene. Don't know why they didn't do that.
That's what I thought, though. This would get a little snippet of season 2, but I don't know.
And I also wonder why they deleted some stuff. And even though, again, I feel like they didn't nail this ending, I think it still sets up and gets my curiosity for a season 2. But let me know your guys' opinions down below. What did you think of Loki episode 6 and this finale? Did you like it? Did you dig it? Or is there something else you think they could have done? Anything, everything, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.
Yeah. But, no, but they nailed it, though. The end part was questionable. You know what I'm saying? But they nailed the thing, though. I fuck with it, man. I fuck with episode 6. You know what I mean? And season 2. But they probably want everybody to get hyped for season 2. That's why they ain't probably gonna show a lot of shit. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, man, leave a like. So my channel, if you're new to my channel, hit the bell if you're new. Any songs in the question, man, let me know in the comment below, man. Let me know. But yeah, I'm out, y'all, and I love all y'all. Alright. Peace.